Good morning, everybody. We're just here kind of waiting for everything to set up and get it rolling. So, welcome, welcome. We just got to turn off the damn emojis. Okay, we should be all set. Monday morning. I hope everybody's doing well and had a good weekend. Good morning, Mr. Skyfly and Brenda Sunstar. How you doing? Good morning. Brenda, I hope you're feeling better. I know you were having little issues with some medications you were taking for your pain, your back pain and lower back pain. And I was thinking about you last night. No fun when you're in pain. Hard to sleep, hard to do anything. Mr. Skyfly, how you doing? We'll see if anybody joins us or not. We'll have to just wait and see, I guess. Here comes Lance. Hey, Lance. Good morning, Lance.
At the cabin. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep. You're at the cabin, I can see.
Nobody's up yet, so I don't know that I'll talk a lot.
Okay.
Back. So, hey, Captain.
Here comes your buddy, Captain Joe. Your
Avada
friend.
My Avada 2 buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. Good morning.
Morning, Lance.
Brenda's here. Sunstar, Brenda, and also Skyfly.
Mavic 3 Pro, or the Mini 3 Pro.
Wow.
And Paul, you don't have the Mini 3 Pro anymore. You got rid of it, correct?
I got rid of it. Yep. Yeah, the Air 2S just does everything I need it to do, Lance, for the kind of flying I do. And it handles the wind really well. The Mini 3 Pro, when I get out there on the river, and if it's windy, the wind coming down off the lake, it just it didn't have a lot of forward motion. It's slow. I had to zigzag a little bit. And when you're doing video of a ship, it's not good to zigzag.
Yeah.
But it was a beast as far as flying, yes. Kind of like the Avada 2 is for you and Joe. I mean, that's
Yeah, the Avada 2 is the beast, man. That's the best drone ever.
Yeah. You know who said that, Joe? Lance said that, just for you.
I know.
I'm gonna fly through the cabin today, and we'll see. It's a little windy up here, but I'm gonna do a downstairs, go out, come back, flying upstairs and then see if I can go down the stairway,
Oh, cool.
back out. I'll share it with you clowns.
Yeah.
You,
Jim
Hey,
Bullshaw's
Johnny,
not
good
on there.
morning, Johnny, drone flyer.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny's walking.
Yeah, today is game day.
White paramedic says good morning.
Trying to get a chat up.
just put up a YouTube video of Bob Dempsey and I being flying in downtown Seattle,
Ah.
slowly getting my edits in.
Joel's on it. Johnny. Why is this thing giving me so much problems this morning? I think it's me.
Hey, Waypoint, good morning.
I think it's me.
That's Bill, right? Waypoint?
Yep.
Barry.
I think
Isn't
Brian.
it Barry? Barry?
I think it's Bill.
I thought it was Brian.
Brian?
I can't remember. I get him and East Coast mixed up, I think.
It's Brian. Okay. Lance, you were right.
No, Joe was right. I said Barry,
Oh,
but I was close. Good morning.
sorry, Brian.
Good morning, Brian.
When you get to be a certain age and stage of life, it's just like things pop in and pop out, you know? Hey, here comes Mark.
So, how do we start this one then? Patrick, Larry, and Joseph. No, that is his name, isn't it? Yeah. No. Paul, Lance, Joe.
Yeah. Just realized what you did. That's funny.
Yeah.
I had a strange transaction hit my credit card last night.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, as long as it came in and didn't go out, that's fine.
Well, it came in, and that's what makes it even stranger.
Yeah.
It says,
What we got?
let me find it.
Brenda, Joel, Johnny,
I put it like this, it made me get up and look.
and Brian. And who?
Hey, Joe, why did you make Johnny hit a bench yesterday? Why did you do that?
I told him not to go through that bench. You don't listen.
I,
Who's
I think, Johnny, you need to make sure he goes through the tugboat now.
Nope.
who's that one?
Cost me too much money.
I did a shift this morning and there was construction going on the Blue Water bridges. So I captured it, I think. So I'm going to share it. What do you guys think?
Well, I can only assume that
You see it?
flight paramedic Tory is called Tory.
Yep.
Guys dangling off the side of the bridge for crying out loud.
As long as he wasn't jumping, he was good.
Got one down here. See him? One up
Mhm.
here. And a supervisor up on top. Or a spotter. I don't know what you call it.
One person. One on top.
Yep. Passing tools around. That should be the end of it.
I gotta check the details out on this credit card, because it was a cash back deposit to
Cashback?
my account, right?
Yeah,
Well,
And,
Does that
and I
mean
looked
that
at it and I
you're-
went, what? $216.85. I've only
Now
had the
you-
credit card a month. I'm trying to think of how in the hell I got $216 added to my account on less than $1,000 worth of purchase on it.
Huh.
That's a big return. I
Well-
might do everything on that card.
was there an offer on it saying that if you paid so much out on it that you get a bonus of something when you joined?
That's what I'm thinking they had on that. I didn't see it. Thinking they had like a $200 bonus.
Yeah.
If you did a certain amount, the 16 would match up right.
Yeah. There's like 1.6%. Yeah.
So all I'm telling you is if it's right, that's cool. If it happens again, everything going on that card. It's like having a job,
Mm.
Speaking of which, like I said, today's game day. Game, I'll be there at 3:30 setting up for pictures today.
Oh yeah, you got.
you know, when
So
they
you-
when they never replaced my Air 2S's either time. They just gave me a discount on the one. And it was a discount on the drone only.
Oh, you mean DJI?
Yeah. I had care refresh on it. Hey, Donald.
Hey guys,
Donald's Kitchen.
Hi, Don.
Donald's working in the kitchen. What you making, Donald? Breakfast burritos?
no, I'm just fixing coffee.
Oh,
That was Justin.
Looks like spaghetti casserole to me.
Got an over easy egg and 2 sausage biscuits. That's the biscuits with sausage gravy.
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Mr. Skyfly's got his Carry Fresh on his Air 3. TJ.
DJ.
Are you working today, TJ? Or are you flying?
TJ's always flying.
Yeah, he's always first thing he does in the morning is liftoff. Oh, he's at work this morning. Okay. All right, TJ. Well, thanks
Well, at
for
least you're being
checking in.
productive.
Jonathan Jackson, so quiet in here, he says.
Hi, Jonathan.
Yeah,
Well, you got Joe is eating what, a burrito? Breakfast burrito?
as Justin.
Oh, Justin's breakfast burrito. And you got Donald, he's making coffee. And Lance is up at the cabin and some people are sleeping, so he's trying to be quiet. And Mark is just being Mark.
Yeah.
Or I got 3 dogs getting ready to beg me for food. They're getting ready to make noise.
How is Precious doing?
Lying on the sofa.
Oh, good. Not bothering you.
No, not bothering me yet.
Yet, he says. That's like Mia. I came home and I fed her, gave her her pills, morning pills. And she went out and I would imagine, let me take a look on the camera.
He's
I'm
laying under the
guessing-
dirt.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing she's under the tree. In the dirt, laying in the dirt.
Hmm.
Roger, sir, check down Whitebird requested a son, check down at.
That's her favorite place.
That was bad news for Alexis last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
They should have made sure of everything before they started prepping her, rather than finding her sugar level was too high after she was ready to go in.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where she is, laying in the dirt.
Yeah.
But if it makes her happy, I guess that makes her happy. I don't get it myself. You know, when we were kids, I don't ever remember going out and laying in the dirt, you know?
Oh, come on. Sometimes dog could be crazy. I threw a little corner of the sausage biscuit to Cleo, right?
Yeah.
So she's sitting there right underneath there. So she's looking up at me. And as I go to throw it to her, a little piece of it comes off, a little piece of the white. She dives down to get that little piece of the white. The other piece lands right on top of her with the gravy, all in her fur.
Oh God. Huh.
And she's got if Loki's sitting over by the pillow and I'm feeding him, I got to make sure I distract her. Because if I throw something to Loki and he doesn't grab it fast enough, she'll knock him out the way to get it.
Really?
And she's always stealing. Watch out now.
There she is.
Is that a squirrel running around back there?
Oh yeah, she doesn't bother the squirrels.
She's
She
just
knows
watching.
they're like family, you know? Like Jonathan says, they're family.
What squirrel is that? What gang it's from?
Oh, that's the Black Squirrel Gang.
Okay, everybody got a piece of egg, everybody got a piece of biscuit, everybody got a treat, and everybody got a bacon treat. So go away.
What about second treats?
I got another one on there just in case. I'm not used to.
You're still eating. Can they still be eating?
I'm finished.
Can they lick the plate?
No, that will never happen.
Oh, mine does that too.
I used to do that.
I'm
I used to
sorry.
put the plate down and let them fight for it. There's 3 of them now. It'd be too big of a fight.
Well, which one is the one that's large and in charge?
That's Tino.
I don't mind the dog licking the plate because they all go
I'm
in
sorry.
the dish afterwards anyway.
These dogs are loyal. They keep you company. They provide companionship.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe they are entitled to no less than one lick of the plate apiece.
I
So
used to do that.
he's
Like I said, I used to
advocating
just
for
lay
your
the plate on the
dog.
floor.
I am
Advocating
their
for your dogs.
yes, I am their attorney.
Right.
Precious insists on licking the plate, even if it only got breadcrumbs on it from the toast.
That's a famous pet attorney, right? Wolf and Wolf.
Uh, sure.
Wolf and Paws.
Ruffington.
Mauser, Bark, and Chirpenstein.
There you go.
Ruffington and Ruffington. Now go.
Well, looks like I gotta.
No, you just gotta go eat your dish now. Go.
I gotta go pitch some peanuts. Be right back.
Paul just said he's gonna throw some money away.
Uh-huh.
What he needs to do instead of throwing peanuts out there, he needs to just go out there and throw money. See how many squirrels show up. Different kind of squirrels.
Yeah, how to swap squirrels for all the kids in the neighborhood.
I hate
My
that.
mother.
Applying for a job and you read a job description, you think, man, that sounds perfect for me, and you put in your app and send your resume in, and you never even get called back. The job just disappears, and you never even get called back.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Don't that fish off?
And that's just it's depressing. It's
Yeah. And the government keep telling you how unemployment is going down.
yeah. If I want to go, I can get employed if I want to go get an entry level job in retail.
Yeah. That pays
Yeah,
you
A lot of those out there.
Which maybe that's all I'm good for. So I guess it's a job.
I suppose it's a job till you can find something better.
Go. Yeah, funny part about it, when I got the GM at Pizza Hut, I've always had managerial. Don't go away. I've always had manager job. When I got the one at Pizza Hut, I was at the restaurant one day, my sister's restaurant, and my nephew was talking to me. He said, "What you doing right now? What kind of job you doing right now?" And I said, I'm GM at Pizza Hut." He goes, turned around, looked at me, and said, "You do what?" I said, "I'm the GM at Pizza Hut." He said, "I had no idea you had that food service experience." I said, I told you that for 20 years. You didn't listen to him. You know, so he freaked out when I started showing him different stuff from the store, the numbers. And he said, "Oh, shoot." He said, "Damn, I should have hired you here." I said, "Yeah, I tried to come on here about 10 years ago." I said, "The reason I didn't is it's a 50-mile drive one way."
Yeah, that's a bit much.
That was the only reason I didn't want to go work there. They needed help. Because if I had to work, I'd still be working there. So
I think that the furthest I've ever been to get to my office was when I worked at Salford, and that was about 12 miles, something like that.
yeah, my Pizza Hut was 2.3 miles from me.
Yeah, when I worked at Manchester, it was only 3.5 miles. It was all right when you had to go out on site and the site was 30 miles away because you got paid mileage for going there and you were on the clock. So
They just had a girl walk in front of my Ring doorbell, my doorbell.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen her before. She must be new in the building.
and what was your impression?
You need to walk back this way a little bit more. Slow down as she goes by.
They have a lot of people coming and going there as far as getting an apartment.
We got 220 apartments in my complex, and it's about 80% full right now.
Oh,
It used to stay about 95% full. They changed it over to a different company, and they just completely different the way they act. And it's they're down to about 80, sometimes 70%. Because they raised the price and did everything. I got to raise my that 1 year. I went in and complained about it. I said, "How are you raising it this high?" They said, "Well, it's a new company that can do that." And I checked on it, and they said if somebody buys it, they can set their price based on the going rate in the area. And it went from, I think, just an example, say I was paying 800, it went to like 930. It almost jumped a couple of $100 on me.
yeah, that's quite a big rise.
now does that include all your utilities?
No, water. So I run the water. I run the water every day for about an hour, just because. I got to pay for everything else. That's what I'm saying. I need to get that settlement to hurry up and come through. I think it's going to be September. It
Well,
comes.
you were
It
hoping to
went.
have
It went in the hallway.
by this summer, right?
Oh, it's supposed to be 6 months, but they're at about 4 months right now after reviewing some stuff. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be. Everybody I've talked to that's had a settlement through them said it's taken about 2 years altogether, and we're at, actually, we're only going on a year, actually.
Hmm.
You never know, it could be another year. So I'll just do what I do till I wait, just wait for it.
Hmm.
You can't think about it. You just start thinking about it, then you get pissed. Well, I got the list from my editor on all the awards that we won. And it seems like the St. Tammany Farmer, which is the one I'm working for, individual, has won the best newspaper in the state, Division 3 for the 5th year in a row.
Hmm.
That's a good thing.
So how do they work the divisions out on the
The size of the
circulation?
community. It's the size of the community and size of distribution.
Yeah.
It says your rewards, credit card rewards are in. It's been added $216.85. It says, if any questions, call this number. So I'm gonna call them in a little while. Say, what the hell is this from?
Hmm.
And the reason being is I don't want them to, a week from now, say, oops, made a mistake,
Yeah.
I'm not, I'll put it like this. It don't matter because that's the account that everything goes into for, it's the same credit card attached to the account that football picks of money going into. So
Hmm.
it's like, it's not as bad. But it just enough to, you know. Good news is that these pictures that are coming in, I'm averaging about $45 a piece.
Wow.
Hmm.
It's higher than last year. Trying to think of what the reason would be.
Could be that it's just the people that can afford to pay it are paying it early, and the ones
Well,
that get the lower ones are going to be later payments.
no, they'll be sending the $20 cash.
Mm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm doing a freshman today, and I've only got 5 orders in already. And out of the 5 orders, I got 3 freshmen. So it's going to be, the freshmen usually bring envelopes. But getting 3 freshmen out of the 5, that's kind of shocking in the first place. It's shocking to only have 5, but varsity, 10th, 11th, 12th grade is tomorrow. So by tomorrow, I'll get a chunk of Venmos in too.
So what do they do when they bring the envelopes with money in? Do they give it to the school and the school pass it on to you when you go there, or?
Well, that school don't have no choice in my money. I got a box that sits right next to me where I take the pictures, and they got to walk right by me, right?
All
They
right,
walk
so
right
they're
by me.
waiting
I tell them, make sure you have nothing hanging out your uniform. Like the uniform, no shirt sleeves hanging out. If you do, fix it, because I don't want to deal with coach. And and the coach the coach will be standing there. You ought to hear the coach. He'll stand there and say, "Better go get dressed. Better go tuck yourself in." He said, "You ain't getting a picture like that." And if they start to do any kind of like gang sign shit, I make them stand a certain way. They start to pull. I said, "No, ain't happening. This is a picture school's going to use in yearbooks or stuff like this. You're not going to do that."
Mm-hmm.
Because I do 2 pictures, and one of the yearbook picture, one of them is one of them's used for yearbook, one of them's the same one is used for the board, the electronic board, headshots. One of them's used for the paper. It's the same thing. And then because the paper gets my headshots, and I get paid good for that. You know, they'll pay me good for that. And then I've got the individual picture I shoot, and it goes on their regular individual shot for the group picture, for that, not the group picture. They're
Mhm.
the ones they buy.
Mhm.
And that one will go on a sign for the yard. I've got 2 signs bought out of 5 people. That could be pretty good. Anyway, point, I got Care Refresh on the, so I've got Care Refresh on the Mini 3 Pro, Care Refresh on my Action 2, Care Refresh on, I'm thinking it's both Avadas. Yes, both Avadas. But I've got one of the Avadas on State Farm, the Air 2S on State Farm, and Mavic 3 on State Farm. State Farm's actually a better deal because you get your full money back, whatever you paid for it. And the only reason I do it on the more expensive ones, or the ones that I probably don't want to replace, is the fact that sometimes you can make money in a deal.
Did I show you guys the sats up in the garage band video yet?
I saw one of them. Did you say you went back and redid it? I don't think you showed it to us though.
So this is
I think I
the
saw it.
new with the Avata 2, the POS.
Mhm.
The best drone ever.
Here's Bob. And here I'm a little brave, right? I don't slow down between the gap. I just keep going, kind of. There we go. And this is the Olympia Brewery. That's an old abandoned brewery up in Olympia, Washington. Go through the car backwards. Not. And here's the garage that the guys played in that Bob came up to Seattle just to do this. And I wasn't there to see it on Saturday, but they actually played on Saturday. This is a run through with the Avata 2.
And they're talking about the drone that the shooter was flying with.
Worried about hitting those lights up there.
Well, what was Bob doing in there? I didn't see him singing anything.
We just stopped by. He was checking out the joint before they played. We were just coming back from SATSA. And this guy here that you're looking at, the guy sitting down without an instrument, he's kind of the lead dude.
So
You guys
what instrument does Bob play?
He plays the guitar.
I've got a perfect electric guitar for him. It's only a 3/4 size one.
Yeah.
And there's my VLOS, making sure I'm safe.
What was that? That looked like a junkyard. Looked like Sanford and Son after like a nuclear bomb.
I started blowing their sheet music around here pretty quick. Mm,
Yeah.
What?
yes.
No. Come here. Shh. No.
And here's Saptic again. So I'm behind the fence. So if I crash, I'm SOL.
Here. What's this? Wait. What the? Will you speak quiet? There isn't any toast, so you can't have any. No, nothing. Shh. Shut up. Oh dear. Oh.
They're talking about thunderstorms today. I hope it's not around the time I gotta go set up.
We've got contradicting weather reports. Weather Live app says it's going to rain at 4 o'clock, and the meteorological office says it's going to be sunny spells all day.
Now, Lance, the reason Johnny hit that pole is because that bench. Because the bench isn't that low to the ground, but every time he's flown through that bench, he's hit that bench.
Yeah,
The
that's
best
no
part
fun.
about it was when he hit the bench. I don't know if he told you the rest of the story. When he hit the bench, I said he hit it from the top. The top of the drone hit it. It kind of bounced it down, and he spun it around. And he went through a little gazebo thing, and he clipped the pole too.
That sounds to me like a motorcycle thing. Because when you're riding a motorbike, you look where you want to go, and that's usually where you'll go. So if
Yep.
you suddenly look at the bench, you'll end up flying into the bench.
Well, he barely touched it. You know, it didn't do anything. He got through it. It kind of just, when it bounced, but when he hit he's lucky when he hit that pole, the drone spun around and he kept control of it. He's lucky it didn't do what it normally does and take off, because if that would have happened, he would have probably been all up into the rafters. Yeah, I flew out there yesterday with him, and I took the Avata 2, greatest drone ever. And they've got these little gazebos, about 5 of them, with a picnic table on each. And I opened that sucker up and went through those things. I just kept doing laps through, in and out of. It was actually more fun than I thought it was going to be, going in and out of all these 5 from different angles, cutting across different ones. The only gaps they had out there to fly, except underneath the benches, and I wasn't doing underneath the benches.
Okay, I'm smelling weed and my wife doesn't smoke. Whenever it's coming down the chimney, I'm sitting right next to the chimney.
And my neighbor across the hall to the left, I passed their apartment the other day. By the time I got to my apartment, I was getting a buzz.
Yeah, the smell of weed travels a long way.
Okay, that is weird. Is it coming down the chimney? I don't see anyone on the beach either. Oh, you know what? Might be Dave behind me.
Well, you don't want it coming down the chimney, because that means there's a draft coming into the chimney, whereas it's supposed to go out.
Yeah. If I start giggling, you know why. If I start acting like TJ, you know why. If I start clapping my hands, warn me.
Mm.
If you come on with a mustache and a Luigi hat,
Yeah, and a
we
plate full of,
understand.
yeah.
Well, it's high tide. Sunrise has already happened. It's kind of a little breezy out there. Should I send it?
Yeah, it's only
Not
what,
breezy.
7 o'clock in the morning nearly.
Yeah, 10, yep, 10 to 7.
Mm.
Wake up my neighbors, except for the guy smoking the dope.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be awake anyway.
Maybe put
What
him
time
to
is it there, Joe? You're an hour behind me, and Lance is like 2 hours more.
2 hours behind.
Yeah, Lance is 10 to 7 in the morning.
And Joe, are you East Coast time?
No, I'm central.
Central.
Along with Paul. You and Paul are the same. And
No.
Paul's East Coast.
Donald
Yeah,
lives in
Donald's the same.
Donald lives in St. Louis, and he's
Oh no,
from-
Donald's Central, aren't you?
He's central.
Yeah, Donald Central in St. Louis.
yeah.
Mhm.
I thought St. Louis is East Coast time.
It's west of Chicago.
Yeah. No,
Are you
Southwest Missouri.
Are you
I'm closer to
Sports
Tulsa.
fan?
I'm closer to Tulsa than I am to St. Louis.
Are you a sports fan, Don?
No.
Well, that says nothing. I think I'm closer to Tulsa than I am to St. Louis as well.
I may be as well.
No, you would be Mark. You would be closer to St. Louis than Tulsa.
Why is St. Louis east of you?
Yes. And Tulsa is Weston.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, it says it's only 24 hours to Tulsa.
That's it.
24 hours. Flight.
Song.
Oh.
It takes about 5.5 hours to fly to New York from here. Which means that I would land at the same time as I took off. Oh, you're muted. I might not be. It might just be that I'm seeing what he said about half a minute ago on the telly.
They got a
No, I'm
meme out
muted.
there.
I've got a big lag between watching the YouTube on my telly and the chat, the speech in Zoom. So I actually see you talking to us way after you've actually finished talking.
They got a new meme out there. It says, I just realized that the left has about 100 million ballots they pre-filed that now have the wrong name on it.
Okay.
Mm.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Donald, did you get your coffee done?
Yep.
Hi,
Coffee's
Warren.
done.
Now, you drink it black or do you put things in it?
I like my coffee like I like my women. Bitter with an ugly
Warm.
mug.
Bitter. Well,
Yeah, I don't put anything in my coffee.
Joe's been scoping out the prey in the apartment building.
Mm.
I'm not scoping anything. She just happened to walk by me. might be scoping me.
You didn't give her the how you doing, did you?
I don't do that. No. That David runs so fast. If somebody said that around here, Tim's about 3 decades behind.
Well, that's the thing is the younger gals wouldn't know what the hell he's talking about because they wouldn't know about that series, that TV series.
Everybody wants friends.
Yeah. I found out something very yesterday that I didn't have a clue about. Is when they stopped this syncing with the air data with the DJI stuff. You have to, with the goggles, you always have to plug the goggles in to the phone, and it'll sync then. It won't sync until you plug it into the app. With the RC Pro, you can put air data on the RC Pro. When you tell it to sync files with DJI, it'll automatically sync after you fly. And I didn't realize that because I've been going back and telling it to sync. And yesterday I didn't do anything and I went on air data and it was there. So it automatically syncs. It's picking up the files. So that makes it a little easier to fly with the RC Pro. Like Johnny's having issues with it trying to sync his. Hey Frank, what's up?
I thought that
Warren?
was what supposed to be stopping doing.
Well, it's not syncing to automatically. In other words, you got to have the stuff yourself and tell it to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to go in there and click the part, say do it.
Uh-huh.
But it's not automatically going to a cloud anymore. It's staying on your control.
Right.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Morning, Jonathan.
Joe, you seen what I put in the chat?
Which one of the 500,000 comments are you on about?
About the total take care. It's only 250,000.
How far back? What about the care refresh?
Yeah,
Jody.
you should see some fingers pointing up to the message I was trying to show you.
Oh, I see it. Hold on. Oh, Best Buy's got a policy change. What's that?
Mm-hmm. They're charging an extra fee. If your total take care is still active from before they changed their policy, then nothing has changed. But once you renew your policy, they're gonna start charging an extra fee.
Well, every time you turn it in,
Mm-hmm.
well, they caught on, didn't they?
Yeah, probably some haters, you know how they go.
Yeah, they probably realized, hey, where's all this money going? And looking, they found it right there. They better crash first.
Hey, this is legit, so they can't be mad at nobody.
That's
Yep.
a long time, though, 2 weeks for Care Refresh. I mean, when I sent my Mini 3 Pro back on Care Refresh, I had a new drone. Well, it was the controller rather than the drone. I had a controller back within 8 days.
Yeah. But see, yeah, you probably yeah, because y'all are a lot closer. But the difference between the two
Well,
is
I've got to send mine out of the country into Europe. It's got to go from England to Holland.
yeah, we had to send out the country too. Unless they got a retailer here. But still in all, with total take care, you go to Best Buy, you crash your drone that day, you'll have your drone back that day.
Yeah.
With Care Refresh, you got to set it in, wait for them to go through the paperwork, send it back. I've been to Care Refresh before. It stresses you out because you really want your drone back, and they,
The Best
Yeah.
Buy, you have to have the what you call the drone with you, right?
yeah. You turn in the drone. Look, all you do
Hey,
is
that's
you
one
walk
thing
in
I
there, you
liked
tell
about-
them, you tell this, and I crashed my drone. Okay, they scan it, make sure it's the same drone. Take that box from you, hand you a brand new one.
That's what I like about State Farm. When I called them and told them I couldn't get it out the water, they didn't care.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure you saw that. Good morning, everybody in the chat. To see you guys this evening. I got things to do.
I guess you can't use your total tech care if it crashes into the water and you can't recover it because you can't take it back in to swap it, can you?
Yeah.
And you take the controller back. Mind you, the drone and the controller registered under the same SKU number. SKU, however you say that, SKU number.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse-
Yeah, so once you turn it in, even if you didn't drop it in the water, it's deactivated. You can't use it no more.
Mm.
All right, see you guys this evening.
Okay, see you later, Jonathan.
Later.
Hey, Jonathan.
Now, I won't be here. I won't be here today, tomorrow, and Wednesday in the afternoon.
Uh-huh.
Because I got pictures all 3 days.
Oh, all right. Keep you busy.
Well, considering that it's not just the afternoons. But when I get home tonight, I got to get all those processed and finished before I go shoot tomorrow.
Mm.
And then I'll get close to finish. I like to have them finished. So I'll be working late tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be working, trying to get all those done by the next day. And that's going to be the bigger bunch. That's just getting the individuals. So I'm worried about getting the individuals up. And then the next day I'll be working basically on that night. I'll be working on the champion stuff. And then Thursday I'll be going back, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday going back and doing all the extras I have to do. So I got about 5 days worth of work coming up. That'll be work time. But it's a lot faster on the PC than it was before.
How come they're doing it now anyway? Aren't they supposed to be on summer break?
Well, they're never on summer break football. They're practicing right now.
Yeah.
They at 7 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock. They have weight training and walkthrough practice stuff during the summer.
Yep.
They're only off on Wednesday.
And then August, they're going to start probably doing 2 days.
Yep, they'll start putting pads on in August. Because I don't take varsity's team picture. In fact, all the freshmen, today will be the first day they ever had a whole Mandeville uniform on. Because I'm doing that team picture today.
Mm-hmm.
Freshman.
So all of that,
Yeah,
and that's the bad part. I got one freshman that won't be there, so he won't be in the team picture. There's nothing I can do about it. I can leave a spot to stick him in, but I'm not going to worry about him. He won't get a team picture this year. He'll just get an individual shot when he comes back on August 9th, when I shoot the groups for that's when I shoot all the groups, the quarterbacks, the defensive backs, the linebackers. Each group has their own picture. And then they have a big team picture. And that's not even the coaches. Coaches don't want their picture taken with the team. That's how he is. He doesn't want coaches sitting in a team picture. So when you see the team, you see the football team. The Saturday after, the 9th is Friday, probably the 10th. He hasn't given me the date yet. We'll go meet out by the lakefront, by the gazebo. All the families will come out there. And then I shoot a picture of each coach with their family and in a group shot. And that's what he wants for them. Because he keeps it a family type thing. And that's the ones that go in the yearbook, or the ones I shoot of the group out there. And we wait till like 5 in the afternoon to do it. So that crazy woman that is Jill's friend is getting ready to testify before on Capitol Hill between, I don't know, it's the Senate or somebody. Might not be the Senate. But they're gonna hammer her.
Oh, no, isn't she the one that's the head of the
Secret Service.
Secret Service? Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna hammer her. Cause they won't even give any answers right now, what's going on. That's why I'm saying it's looking more to me like they're trying to cover something up.
Yeah, they won't answer any of the questions today. They probably won't answer any questions today. They'll probably just say, we can't comment on an ongoing investigation.
Yep.
Well, hell.
Yeah, Comer started off saying the Secret Service has a zero fail mission, and they failed on July 13th. I don't see how she still got a job. Oh, I do see why, but they need to definitely find out is it, because they said Jill and
Joe
Uh-oh.
Biden
shouldn't
put-
pull them from
yeah,
one person.
Joe Biden made the decision on her because Joe
RFK
hadn't been
out there,
making decisions.
They
forever.
won't give Secret Service to. She's sitting there looking at them like, yeah, I'm a bitch.
Does anyone use Kyber AI here?
Use what?
Kyber AI. I don't use it. I've seen it.
I've got it, but I really haven't used it. Maybe once.
You know,
Why?
Joe, do you have the $10 plan a month?
I think I got a free plan.
The free is like 7 days. So if you did it longer than 7 days,
No, I may have had a $10. I think I stopped it. I did stop it. I wasn't using it. Let me make sure. I don't have it. If I've got it, I've got the cheapest plan. And I don't think I have it anymore. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. I do have a question for you there, Lance. I do have Kyber. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I'm not paying any money for Kyber. Let's see. Yeah, Kyber's the one that made my logo with the wings. I do have a question though, Lance. How do you get the AI music? Where you get it from that has the words that match what you want it to match?
Is he still there?
Okay, he's in.
yeah, I think the free version, you have to give your credit card. I hate to do that.
Yeah, I'm on a free plan. But some of the stuff you got AI music in it that kind of has the words that blend into the song, to the video. Like if you're flying around something, you might have the words around that. How do you do that? Where you do that at?
I don't know where it is in Kuiper, but if you go to suno.ai, suno.ai, you can create your own music by just typing in, like, if you looked at some of my recent videos, I'm typing in,
Yeah.
like, say I'm at my beach cabin, I'll type in the word Camino Island, Juniper Beach, beach house, water, ocean,
How much does that one cost?
island
That free too?
time, just different,
That's
and
free.
then reggae music, if that's what I want, so you type in kind of, short
Is
phrases.
that a free?
Reads the music. It's kind of cool. It's kind of corny. I mean, the music's, not,
Lance,
Yeah,
is
it
that
says you-
free?
that is free. That is free.
Joe will be all over that.
Yeah, I want that for when I go flying with Johnny. And we fly like a something I got something with him in it. I could use it and put all our stuff in it.
Hit a pole,
That'd be
hit
pretty
a
cool.
bench, crash the drone. The vibe sucks.
He hit a pole, now has PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress dis.
It's the future of
Yeah.
AI. You'll eventually just type in what you want to put on the video too, and you won't have to even fly your drone.
Yeah, you got a point.
Nope. I'm missing my bit driver attachment for my drill. We were out working on the deck yesterday and I can't find it anywhere. I got the brilliant idea. My wife was putting some stuff up. She might have shoved it in with the box of screws, but she didn't. So now I'm back to square one.
Now, question: going checking underneath the deck.
Well, I can always use, I've got the little wobbly one for going around corners. I can always use that if I have to, but I want the tools that go into that bag to go into that bag.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Yeah, I've looked around underneath the deck where we were working twice, but that doesn't mean anything.
Well, you need to search with a magnet.
Well, it's not a small thing. Hmm.
I'm trying it out there, Lance. We're gonna see if it works.
Have you checked the pockets of whatever you were wearing yesterday?
I didn't check the pockets of what my wife was wearing.
Mm.
as a general rule, when I'm working on the deck and stuff, I don't actually put things in my pockets. When I'm doing video and stuff, I always know that the lens cap is always in my front right pocket. And if I need a quarter or something for changing out a tripod mount or something, that's always in my left. Or I sometimes keep a washer on a piece of string. But when I'm out here working on the deck, I don't usually use my pockets. So let me crawl around. Actually, first, let me look underneath the edges of everything.
Oh, wow. Hey, Lance, this is great.
Did it come out good?
Yeah, it's better than I thought it would have been.
Yep.
And it's a little long of what I want, but I put it like this. It's gonna be on my next video. I might put it, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna go back and find pieces of all the different places I did for this.
Well, how long did it end up being? What it gave you?
Looked like about 3 minutes.
Do you edit on a Premiere or anything?
Yeah, I edited on tomorrow.
Okay. Let's say Premiere, you can do a enable remix and shorten music or lengthen it, and it'll do its best to match tempo and change the length of your song. Does a pretty good job. Nope. No.
Well, I'm
Well-
gonna download these because it's still going. I need to find out how to limit the time.
You checked under all the deck furniture and in the pool.
3 minutes 22 seconds. It's not bad for a video for a regular video of mine. I could put one together. And then it has another one it made. It's 3 minutes 53 seconds.
Are you still talking about Kyber?
No, I'm
You just
talking
have
about
to
Suno.
ask, is it worth it?
Say that again, Joe.
I'm talking about the Suno. I did a couple of songs.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is definitely worth it. I mean, you know, and again, it can be kind of corny, so you have to kind of fit, you know, fit one that'll make your video.
Well, what I told her to do is a groovy Cajun style song, Captain Joe America, aka USA Drone Flyer, flying his drone in Southeast Louisiana for his YouTube channel. And it came out nice.
Well, it couldn't have been too nice because you put in some ones that referred to like some stupid USA Drone Flyer channel or something like that. That garbage.
I forgot to put flying the Zavada 2, the greatest drone ever.
There you go. You forgot that part. It would have been great if you would have done that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do something. I want to download that. I don't want to lose that one. So I'm gonna download
Usually it
that one.
takes about 5 minutes after you create the song and it puts it there to actually let you download it because it'll be.
Yeah, I got it. Now I want to do the same thing and I want it only 2 minutes long. How about that?
See, and I don't know if it fits that because I've typed in minutes before and it doesn't seem to work. Maybe they've changed it.
Well, I'm gonna try it. We'll see if they give me one 2 minutes long. Because it gave me 3 minutes, 22 seconds, which I could live with that one. Because I'm thinking about going through and finding just pieces from different really good videos I got and finding just mixing them, doing like a total
Like
mix.
flying through the tugboat.
So
No,
you want to,
okay.
so Joe, you're going to find clips, some really good clips of videos you've got. So this is unpublished content.
No, it'd be published content. It's like we watch it. Make me host. Make me host. I gotta kick him off.
I'm having a rough day. The only thing that brings me joy is being an asshole. I think it was Calvin and Hobbes, where Calvin says nothing improves a bad mood like spreading it around.
I might have to go fly now this morning just to get some stuff for this.
I will check my pockets from yesterday just to see, because you put that in my head. No. Yep, I think at this point I'm just gonna go buy another one, and if it turns up I have two.
Hey, Lance,
But-
you cut me down to 1 minute 58 seconds.
I can just use Wobbly today.
You can
Good
work
old
with
kid.
that, can't you, Joe? 1 minute 58?
Yeah.
So asking for a time does work. I probably set it down on the table, and then last night one of the cats decided to play with it and knock it underneath the refrigerator or something.
Well, that's where the extendable magnet on a stick comes in handy.
Well, I got one of those. But at that point, I'm on a fishing expedition. It's like, okay, well, maybe they knocked it down the central air conditioning vents. Maybe they took it downstairs and knocked it into the shower and down the drain. I mean, going down that rabbit hole just drives you crazy. What could a cat have done with it? It's probably just misplaced somewhere. I checked boxes of screws.
We checked it's not still in the drill.
Yes, that is the third thing I did, and the fifth.
And you've definitely not put it back in the bag it's supposed to be in.
I have emptied that bag out and looked thoroughly, because there was other crap in that bag that was not supposed to be in there.
Ah,
No, it's just It's a puzzle. It disappeared. That's fine. It'll show back up, or I'll buy another one.
I take it that the wife is at work and cannot be asked.
Oh, I asked. And she asked if it was in the bag.
Yeah.
Because I really do think she was the last person to use it.
Mm.
No, I would have taken it off to do the pocket hole. I already looked in the pocket hole stuff. I misplaced it somewhere. That's all it is. She has no idea where it's at. I misplaced it somewhere. It's my fault. I know that.
Mhm.
And it's not a big deal. I'm going to stop thinking about it. I don't have to think about it anymore. I can get the jobs done today.
Now you know that will never happen.
If I go buy a better one, it'll show up.
Yeah. Yeah, and in the most obvious place as well, usually.
It'll show up in a stupid place that I will think, why did I set it there? But in the meantime, the bit will have rusted into it. And I'll think, why did I set it there? And why didn't I look there and then throw it away?
Mm.
But if you've seen my garage, my entire life is a constant struggle against disorganization that I am always losing. I have the best intentions, but I have an inherent laziness that just says, set it down there.
Mm.
Okay. You won't forget it. Checking the bag for the third time. It is not in there. It is not in the side pouches. All right. Pocket hole jig.
Huh?
It might be in one of these. Check the screw box here.
Oh,
It's in the screw box for the pocket hole jig.
Mm.
Why I
What's
would
a
have thrown something silver into a box of silver screws, who knows?
what is a pocket hole jig?
It is for doing like doing joints. And let me show you. All right. So pocket hole jig, you will put it on and it clamps to the surface, and then you drill in a pilot this side. And the pilot,
It's like a cupped hole.
yeah. So the bit comes in at an angle. It drills a small pilot, and then it has a shelf here. This part drills the shelf. Then when you screw in down that, screw goes into the pilot, but the screw head right there it fits perfectly on that shelf to hold it. And since you're going cross grain, it gives you a really strong joint. This right here is one screw, and I cannot break it.
Uh-huh.
and that's just one screw. So it's a nice little piece of kit. It leaves you at those holes. So if you need to make a surface that has hidden holes or has holes hidden, you'd have to plug that up somehow. But for things like I'm building bench, there's going to be a bench or part of a bench seat for my train. And so I don't care if these holes show.
Uh-huh.
And I was using those on the underside of the railing to attach the railing to the deck left.
Right.
Hey, I got a real good scenario I want to give y'all. I want to ask y'all a question. Okay, they just asked this director a question. And I want to tell you what her answer is, and I want you to tell me what I think about it. They said, we heard that that the pilot, that the shooter prior to the event flew a drone. Can you talk about that? And she says, I heard about that too.
I heard about that.
Hmm.
Well, of course, she wouldn't have been there.
But the way she said it was, she said, I heard about
She's
that too.
totally involved.
And she went on to say, when I get more information. First off,
Yeah.
she's the director of this mother freaking thing. If I'm the director of it and somebody says he's flying a drone, I say, what kind of drone was it? Give me the details.
Mm.
Yeah, and a date and time when it was reported, you know?
I would have known, I would have had all the details for you already. Because
Well,
that's
you
how
like
it was.
drones. She probably
Anything
doesn't
of
care.
that,
She probably doesn't know drones are drones to her. So
yeah. But it's still the point. The point is, she still needs to know the investigative facts of it. Now, oh, I heard about that.
yeah,
I was like nonchalantly, oh, I heard about that. I also heard my girlfriend's getting her lips done tomorrow. You know, that's what it sounded like.
yeah. A better answer than I heard about that. We're looking into that.
Yeah, that's all she needed to say. She said,
Mm.
that was brought to me and we're investigating.
I heard
You
about
know,
that.
oh, I heard
It's
about
kind
that.
of a very passive. The answer feels more like she's a passive participant
Uh-huh.
instead of an
Like
active
I'm just a
participant.
figurehead out here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just Jill's friend and she's paying me a lot of money to do this.
Yeah, I think my answer
All right.
that has been brought to my attention.
You know,
Mm.
she could have even made it better. She could have said, that's been brought to my attention and I can't tell you anything else on it because we're under investigation of it. We're investigating.
Yeah.
It's an active investigation.
That's what I expected. I expected the entire thing to be anyways. It's under investigation, so we can't answer details.
Well, she's answering questions, but she's answering them like I said. She's answering them stupid. She's trying to sound like she knows what she's doing.
Oh,
And
you
the
can,
three
you can
people have
bet
already-
she's been prepped and prepped and prepped in order to what to say, what not to say.
Yeah, Jill Proctor.
Oh, yeah.
And she's already had two people say, I think you need to resign.
Oh, at the hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those people are just Trump-tard sexists that don't like seeing a woman in a position of power. Mhm.
She said, I take full responsibility for looking into the situation, how this happened, why it happened, and we're gonna ensure that never happens again. He says, I appreciate that, but I think you need to resign. That's funny. That was quick. Didn't cut her any break on that one. Oh, Jordan is yelling at her.
Yeah. She's double talking.
Yep.
Well, everybody, I think I'm gonna call it. Give you guys a chance to go over and Fox News and watch the interviews. It's getting heated.
Yeah, somehow I don't think I'll bother.
Okay, hey, Joe, we won't see you tonight.
Nope. I'll see you in the
Okay.
morning. Though.
All right, we'll see you in the morning. Donald, thanks for coming in.
See you guys later. Bye now.
We'll see you by.
See you later, guys.
All right.